Going to be kind of like a brief how to do the exploded roof / make walls. So let me do, what is it, depth grid. Where is my depth grid? Sorry, I haven't opened this file in, a while. Here it is. Okay. So, this is my example modified plan. I took out the hallways. I just did that quickly when I was making the assignment sheet, so don't look too much into it. So what I would do is you could either use box and like make some of these really simple ones. So, oops, we should go to my 3D exterior walls. So what are they, 15 feet? Oops, 15 feet. So you can use box. I'm probably only going to model a few of these just so you don't have to watch me model the whole house. Because I'm mainly going to show how to cut through the roof and different ways of making the walls. So especially for some of the internal ones, that might be easier. So there's two ways. You can either like extrude the walls and then put the top of the doors back in. A lot of you forgot to like close the wall on top of the door, so your doors were just giant caps. So you can just make the wall and then put the door in, or here, let's do it like this. So I would make all the walls to begin with 15 feet. So let's go to perspective. Here, we're making these. Like this. What? And so when you go into perspective, you have a couple options to close off the walls. You can make a box from the top and just pull it down like that. Or you can just draw it in after. So box is one way to do it. When you get to the curve, you're probably going to want to use extrude and cap. Do you guys remember extrude and cap from last one, right? So for that, if you want to do this curve, let's do offset. Is it 8? So, all right, this is clearly not perfect, but I'm going for not having you guys stay here forever. Oops. So join. Let's go ahead and just move these to over here. And then line. Join, and say even if this isn't perfect, you can scale 1D and smudge it a little bit. Whoop. All right, so now you have this, it's joined. Okay. And then let's just close curve just to make sure it's all there. Looks like it's a closed curve. All right, so then you have this outline you made, extrude curve, and it should be 15 feet. So looking in perspective, ooh, look where it went. Cap, look at front. Bring that down. So there we have that. Now, imagining you modeled all of those lines. Well, let's do a couple more really quick to show how to cut through. I'm going to do this one as a cap polyline. Alright, this has like texture on it that makes it hard to use the mouse. Alright. Ooh. Clearly something went wrong and that I didn't have planar turned on. See how I accidentally touched that. Okay. Let's go back to top. Hit planar. That makes sure everything is on the same plane. Up here is planar, puts it all, should make it stay on the same plane, theoretically. Right. And voila. So you make it like that, and then you cap. All right, so now pretending we have all of the walls done, we will go to top and we'll go to our one of our sections for elevations. We'll just use this one. So we're gonna make a polyline and we're going to take the profile and then extrude it. Ooh, actually I don't want that one. Where it is, we're just going to use this. Sorry. It'll be even simpler. Alright. So this is, take this over here. And then we'll rotate it. And move it.
Hey Julia.
Yes.
For the drawing set, are you going to create a new template for us, or do you want us to like just replace what we have?
I think you should be able to just replace what you have, but I'll double check this week and confirm. You should be able to use the same one though. You will, of course, have to change also the assignment stuff. Okay, so all I'm doing is taking this profile and I'm extruding it. And so we have this, and so now I'll click on my walls. And these guys. And I will say Boolean split. Also, some of you are saying that the split command actually works better than Boolean split. Or the trim. So for this one, you will just delete these. However, maybe hide the back wall because you don't actually probably want to split, you don't want to split this wall. So only extrude it where you need. So you've now cut these walls so that they properly show this slant. And then you can make a single one of these. Oh, yeah, there's also, sorry. I'm thinking of other ways to do it. You can also just take this. Maybe if I do this, I can use my mouse better. You could theoretically also do a sweep to cut through it. And then you would be able to cut the walls if any of you have walls along here. So what I did would be a good way to do it if you only have rooms over here and you don't have them, but if you do have walls, I would use this as a sweep like we did for the house. So and then make a, oops, sorry, this mouse is really not working on this top. No, where is it? I just made that line. So yeah, using sweep would also do it, but you want to make sure you get the curve in there. For whatever reason, it's not intersect. Okay, does that clear it, everyone, on how to trim the walls and make walls? Givion? Yes? No? All right, don't be afraid to email. And then what's the other one that people were having trouble with? Oh, windows and doors. Let me see if I can find my old model. Or so I'm just going to use the surface and then punch some holes in it. So if we wanted to put the door in, right? So we see that the door is actually straight. So maybe cut it out as a box. Or what I might do is polyline and just kind of cut what you need to come out. So think of this as what you're cutting. So let's say the height of it is 6 feet. So now we made our door. Oops. Why are you doing that to me? Okay. Let's bring it here and pretend like we're lining it up the curve, so we know that it doesn't exactly fit in, it would cut through. So this is the outer wall, so it's not actually a perfect analogy, but objective. So here is this, and you want to make sure that it's going enough through the wall that it'll cut. Let me double check, just kind of make sure. Ooh, I tilted it. Yeah, so you want to make sure that the shape you're using to cut goes through all of the edges. So we'll use Boolean split. My cutting object. And it should have worked. So there's a courtyard door. And so it kind of had a weird cut in there, but if you also wanted to make a surface to kind of show where the ground is, I would use the surface planar. What is that? Not what it is. Planar surface. Yeah, it's saying surface point. Okay. Anyway, so you could take this and do a planar surface. So then we have this, and then you can move it to here. Actually, you would do it slightly differently. You would show the curve, but you kind of recreate the surface so that you can see the floor underneath it. Does that make sense? Or you would actually already have that, sorry. You would already have that showing because of the ground floor you put for in your model, so. Okay. So do you guys feel okay with Boolean split? Or just, yeah, making sure everything is extruded and capped and goes all the way through the wall you're trying to cut through? Is it just hot in here? I'm hot. I feel like I'm a little.
Yeah, my eyes feel dry.
Really?
I don't know if it's just my allergies, but it feels dry.
Oh, okay. All right. So, how many of you still have questions about modeling it in Rhino? Anybody? Yes? No? Maybe?
It might be more of a personal question because I don't understand why my Boolean split isn't working.
You're.
Like I have this surface plane and an object sticking out,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing Boolean split and I'm selecting the extruding object and then this plane, and it's just not doing anything.
I can take a look. So we can, yeah, we can, if we don't have any larger group questions, maybe I can do some, yeah, personal problem solving.